I don't know why it's taking so long.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting Wellness Wednesday. We are on our 241st episode. On our way to the Big 250, I am one of your co-hosts, Brian Bacchus.
I'm another, Jamal Smith.
Apparently, I'm the third wheel, Tony Bailey Reigns.
I was going to say the Grinch has now entered the building.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm the third wheel. Because we're going to switch this up. I'm going to start saying, good morning, this is... No, I'm just kidding. Hi, everyone.
You know, whoever starts talking first is who gets the prize,
I'm
you
just
know.
kidding,
What
man.
they say, the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
That's what they said.
Or something like that. I don't know. Something like that.
Hello there.
Where are my images? Dead air.
Is today Wednesday? Happy
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Today is Wellness Wednesday, and we need to put a little background music on the subject. There we go.
And my hair is not looking good.
So, yesterday, Tony had a nice, exciting day. She was on site along with her producer, me, filming you take it away. I was too busy paying attention to my actual duties.
Spit it out, man. Spit it out.
Can't get it out.
Right. He's like, so yeah, yesterday we were in the parking lot of my church, Victory Bible Church, best church in Dina, 1497 North Hill. I'm always put that shameful plug in. But we were there with Allison Elaine, who is the CEO of PCI Builders, which stands for Plum Crazy Incorporated. And she is. But
That's a good thing for a builder to be plumb crazy. Want everything to be straight,
Right.
level.
that's what I just found. In my drink
Plum with a
here.
B. Boy, you're a plumber, and you plumb right there.
So, and the Sonic Fire, is that their names? Sonic Fire, Sonic Fire, yeah. Sonic Fire people. But, because I forget the actual name of it. Sonic Fire people.
Sonic Fire Tech.
Thank you. Sonic Fire. Thank you, Jamal. Sonic Fire Tech. And they had an amazing demo yesterday about fire and about how this Sonic Fire Tech system, whether it's in a backpack or the one that's on your house, like a rain gutter almost, can help put fires out relatively quickly. So I know that lots of you watched it. It was great. They're actually going to be on here tomorrow with us to talk about it and answer any more questions that people have one-on-one, because this stuff could potentially be really revolutionary and help our state and other states that are prone to wildfires, like Colorado and New Mexico and Texas and some of the southwestern states that get a lot of heat and get a lot of dryness because we're in drought more than not. So this is some pretty amazing technology. So did that, and then went to the town council meeting last night. So I had a full day. Oh, I keep finding these Grinch things. They're so dope.
Anything wild happen at the town council meeting? Anything cool?
Did you say anything wild?
Well, wild, cool, interesting.
Oh, no, it was the inauguration of the new town council members for, I forgot this guy's name, I apologize, but he's tracked 4601. which would be the track that, my parents' house is in.
The new one?
No.
Yes.
What new one? What?
You said somebody was representing the track. Was a new town council member?
Yes.
Oh, new members. Yes. You remember the election just happened? And
so you're talking about Anton?
No, Anton's not in 4601. There's another gentleman who's in 4601. And then Anton was also sworn in last night. And you know what's so funny? So Supervisor Catherine Barger was there like the whole night. She really stayed and watched everything. And she came almost on time, which was cool too, like at 6. So
getting closer.
So what happened? Look at this one. It says in my Grinch era. You may not be able to see the whole thing. You guys, I'm like playing with all these Grinch backgrounds today because I wore my Grinch sweatsuit. But that one was pink and says in my Grinch era. Anyway, I'm turning back to this one. So she was sitting across from me.
Giving you that look like I know you didn't.
Who? Catherine Barger?
No, Grinch.
Oh, the Grinch.
Oh, Grinch. Yeah.
He's over your shoulder going, what you talking about, Will?
So, but Supervisor Catherine Barger was there, and it was so funny. I literally started laughing, and when she sat back down, I said, that was quick. She asked them 2 questions, and they had to say, I do, right? Like, I will uphold the standards of the town council. I do. And whatever the second question was, I do. And then she said, you are officially sworn in as a council member.
Right. You're like, I'm done.
I was like, that is the quickest town council swearing in ever, right? Of a member. But it was just, she's like,
okay, you're in, goodbye.
Right. 2 quick questions. And then somebody was like, oh, but what about all the other people? Because there were a bunch of re-elections last night. So these were the 2 new ones plus the re-elections. And then they did some, Darlene Green was nominated and became the new treasurer. Different people now will head up different committees. So that was that. It was interesting. It was pretty cool. Senator Sasha Renee Perez was there, and I met a fire chief and assistant chief Patrick Springle, and then the 2 field reps and John Hart-Bedian, Assembly Member John Hart-Bedian were there too. So a lot of people came out. It was a really good, pretty much crowded meeting, maybe because it was end of year holiday. Victoria is now no longer on the town council. She got a couple standing ovations because she was really instrumental in making sure that all of these politicians took care of Altadena post-fire, right? She's been on it and never thought she would experience anything like this and lose her house and all of that. So it was nice to see her get some awards, some resolutions, things like that, and the recognition because she's been the chair and, like so many, lost her house. So she was walking through all the processes and everything. So really good. Yeah, that's kind of what my day consisted of yesterday. And like I said, the Sonic Fire Tech guy named Remington. Such a cool name. I have a
Remington Steel.
I think I have a Remington shotgun or something in here somewhere. I don't know. Anyway.
Something Remington.
It's like Remington, real highfalutin nickname. But he's real cool and down to earth. Anyway, he'll be on tomorrow. Allison is going to come on tomorrow. So apparently the story ran on KNX last night a few times in rotation. I have to look that up. But it was good. It was a really good demonstration. Do you have a video ready to show, Brian? Not the one from our podcast, but the other one, or no, not yet?
Oh, you want to see like the demonstration?
Yeah, because you said that one was a lot more clear.
Yeah, hold on.
They also have one on their website too. So they got a little short video on their website.
No, we don't want to show theirs. We want to show ours.
Copy that. I'm just letting you know.
We want to show ours. Because we're professionals here. We don't like to be taking stuff from people's websites. Sometimes their websites take all day to, how you run into that issue.
Or they say it's proprietary, blah, 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 blah. No, it's all good. But anyway, I thought that it was really good. I talked to a fire chief last night. I talked to my brother. He is going to talk to the CAL FIRE fire chief next month when he's up in Sacramento. All the chiefs go up and talk to the main chief. And since he's a deputy chief, I sent it to him and I was like, look at this, give me your thoughts. And he was like, that's amazing. He said one of his deputies brought it to him about 2 weeks ago. I don't know if it's Sonic, Fire Tech, or somebody else. He said, but he didn't believe him because he told him about it. But when I showed him the actual video, he was like, oh, wow. I said, yeah, we need an audience or need this to get in the hands of the execs at CAL FIRE so that we can say to them with a bunch of other fire chiefs, look, we got to get this in. We got to bring this and get the governor to sign something that this can come into California to start taking orders and getting it out there to fire chiefs or fire departments, and to be able to build it as part of your home on these rebuilds. Because if we don't do that, it could take 12 to 18 months before it comes to California or is fully approved. And most people are not going to be displaced 12 to 18 months from now. They've already been out of their homes a year, and are already rebuilding. We're in that permit process. So once you get like lot cleared and start framing and all of that, a couple months, you're in your house. 3 months, maybe 6 months out max. So we're like, we got to really get on this and not wait 12 to 18 months. So having some conversations about it last night. I had one with the chief that I met, and he wants a full demo. So I spoke with Allison and Remington, on text or email last night, but they'll be on tomorrow, and we're going to be hopefully talking to others and doing some things, because this is amazing technology that really can help any state that's prone to wildfires. And
okay, so go ahead. I thought you were done.
No, go right on.
So this is where it starts, where he's going to light the bush on fire, and then the rain gutter setup is going to put it out. Can you hear that? Can you hear anything?
Yeah.
Birds chirping something? Let's
All right. So we hear a lot about Zone Zero and removing vegetation from around our home where embers accumulate, ignite, and then transfer heat that burns.
Can you turn it up?
We're going to offer a different solution.
That's as loud as it's going to
Designed
go.
to protect your Zone Zero by preventing a non-ignition zone by, again, vibrating oxygen, oscillating oxygen that's around us to create an environment where fire can't exist. But rather than show you how we're going to prevent this ignition like I did with Japan, we'll actually light it and show you our system detect it and then suppress it.
Is that better?
And we're going to help your recently watered juniper with a little bit of alcohol. All right. Very good.
No, you can't see the. So I want to kind of explain what's going on. Can you pause that? Thank you. That noise, for whoever didn't watch yesterday, is the sound of the battery that is powering this system so that the sound waves happen. And then that little juniper tree, he said it was recently watered, but he poured some alcohol on it, lit it on fire, and he poured it like straight down the base of the trunk of the tree. And when I looked into it later, I went all the way and opened the branches. The trunk was unscathed. None of the trunk burned, and a few of the branches were ash, but literally you hear the machine or the sound waves, or, you hear the battery, that noise. And within 10 seconds, you see that you start to see smoke and smoldering. And then there was just some ash. So it's good technology. It's amazing technology, actually. And if we can get this mass produced, which we're kind of working with some people on, and really get this approved, then if people got this instead of interior sprinklers, it would be so beneficial, because sprinklers, when they go off, it's water. You still are going to have damage. You still are going to need remediation, whether it's buying all new furniture, might be clothing, might be flooring. They'll have to cut into your walls to make sure they, dry it out so that there's no mold in there, and then you get sick. This literally, there can be inside and on the outside of the house, so that if a fire starts and it detects fire anywhere, it starts up, and you might hear that battery sound. If it's in the house, same thing. I asked about, were they going to make them small, like fire extinguishers, like we might have one in our car or in our kitchen or whatever. So they are thinking about that. But it's going to be so very important, because we know in our state, not just down in SoCal, but in our state, we've had some pretty devastating wildfires that have taken out entire communities, like we experienced last year in Altadena in Palisades. We've had the Woolsey fire, the Camp fire, which is Santa Rosa, the other fire that took down the whole town of Paradise. And so if this technology is already out there because it's used in space for other things, and these people at MIT, came up with this, then let's get it. Let's figure out what it can go into so that it's super effective. I know they said that right now, the way the system is on the house, and I think we should bring up that demonstration video on YouTube, because it's been running in the background, and they show it even more. And they're using it on this house up in Santa Ynez, California, that's all surrounded by trees and mountains and all that. But this could not only save homes and property, but lives, because one of the questions I asked was, well, what if my house has it, my neighbor next door doesn't invest and doesn't have it, but then the neighbor on the other side does, right? I said that essentially, even if everybody doesn't get it, but there's several on the block, if it goes out 30 feet, most houses might be 30 feet apart and some are not. But if it's on my house and that sound goes out, but because it's the neighbor's house that's on fire and it helps put it out, and even from the other side, then my house essentially is protected, because that fire won't even get over to my house. And they said yes. So I thought it was really extremely interesting, and something that is so much needed in our state and other states that have lots of fires. Thank you, Brian, for bringing that up, or Jamal, whoever brought that up. So part of the reason I wanted to bring this up, if you see on this particular one, they have a cover for that battery that almost looks like if you have an air conditioner and you put a cover or something around it. And then they're using copper on this particular house. So it looks like a gutter, a rain gutter, and then it's in copper. So it still is aesthetically pleasing, because I did ask them about that. Can you pause it? Or go back to just that part about how it looks. People that currently have rain gutters, they said they can convert the rain gutters on your house into this type of a system where it looks like a gutter, but has the emitters that come down. And then they also spoke about, if you have sprinklers, how they can also go in through your attic, and where the sprinklers are, instead of having the sprinklers, they would have these emitters that might come, flush with your ceiling. And so it still looks aesthetically pleasing, because nobody wants ugly sprinklers hanging down or these emitters or whatever inside. But they said, no, they make it look really nice, and they can match your home inside, exterior, whatever. And then basically, even I know that Allison was telling me they did demonstrations where somebody lit a cigarette. So even if you smoke, and you, like Brian, I know you just quit smoking, but if you went outside to have a cigarette and this system was on your house, it would put your cigarette out. You would be like, dang.
I know, that's a deterrent.
Right. You would have to walk like out of the zone, right? If it's 30 feet or whatever it is. But you can go back on with this. And this is the same kind of a demonstration. Next is another little tree, a juniper or whatever, being lit. And they lit that one with more alcohol or whatever was on it. But it's right under that emitter. So look how quickly this thing tried to engulf, but the sound waves are coming and putting it out. And I put my hand in front of it, and it just felt like cool air blowing.
Sort of like when you stand in front of a bass speaker at the club and you could feel it. It almost feels like there's some air coming out, but it's more like sound.
That's exactly what it was. And yes, you're right, Marcus. I like that too. He said, I like the fact that it suppresses all types of fires versus the different types of extinguishers needed based on the type of fire you have, right? Because if you have an electrical fire or a gas fire, or that's why I asked yesterday about vehicle fires and all this different stuff. They said it puts everything out with the exception, and they're working on the technology now to make sure it properly puts out lithium batteries. So whether it's solar on your roof or in your car, because you got to be very careful with how lithium is handled and disposed of and all that. So same with the fires from lithium. But it's amazing. And if all of our fire departments could get these backpacks. So this one is about 40 pounds. That's the one that they showed yesterday. They have one that they've been retrofitting and getting together, which will have a longer range, which I think will be the 100 feet and will be less weight. It'll be 25 pounds. And I believe that one will be ready by the end of next week. Although next week is Christmas, so it might be right around the 1st. I don't know how, if they're working at all during Christmas week. But so when I was at town council, I met this fire chief and I was telling him about it. And he was like looking at me sideways, right? Like, And I said, no, you really got to see this. He said, I need a demo. So I called Allison and I told her, hey, I'm getting ready to start talking to people. And the more I talk about it, I'm going to get demos. So we got to get our stuff together. And she said they should have the 25 pounder ready. So hopefully they do. But this is in San Bernardino. They went out and did a demo with them and they like it. And so we really have to get all of the fire departments on board and letters that they can send up to the CAL FIRE chief, Chief Bigelow. And then once he is able to say yes, then it would go over to the governor's office. And if the governor signs it saying, yes, let's fast track this to get it in production, to get people to be able to put this on their homes and fire departments to be able to wear the backpacks, then I think this is a game changer. And one of the things that he was saying about the backpacks and how that's so beneficial is a lot of times in Los Angeles, because of how many homeless encampments there are, and if you've ever gone into downtown or whatever, and you see they're just like packed in there under bridges or whatever, they get called out to put out those fires in homeless encampments quite frequently. And this would be a game changer, because if they can roll up, there's a fire going and two of them hop off the rig with backpacks and this sound waves put the fire out, versus they got to go find the nearest hydrant, uncouple it, couple the hose to it, and several of them on the hose. And then they said what happens is the homeless people get really upset because all their stuff is damaged by water, everything, and it has to be thrown away. And, it's already hard if you're living on the streets, then, you're collecting whatever, whether they purchase or acquire it some other way, out of the trash or whatever. Some steal, but whatever, you have your little homeless encampment, your house per se. And then somebody else starts a fire, or somebody's trying to stay warm, a fire starts. It may not burn your stuff down, but then the fire department comes and puts it out, and they're just with the hose, everything, right? So many people's stuff, they say, gets damaged and has to get thrown away. And a lot of times they're just devastated, not just angry, but like, okay, what do I do now? Right. So they have to start accumulating all their items again. And if you had a couple of these backpacks on a rig and it goes out 100 feet, they literally could go and, do the sound waves and it would help put them out. So they're going to come on tomorrow, I'll talk about it. But I thought that it's really interesting, and it's something that I would love to see brought to market on a mass scale. For certain.
And there you have it. Sonic Fire Tech.
Thank you for that. That was perfect. To end it.
So today's topic, getting back to what our theme of the day is Wellness Wednesdays, of course. I had an open topic today because we're so close to the holidays. We got 8 days before Christmas, and another less than a month before the 1 year anniversary of the fire. Lots going on coming up this next year. We're not going to go into that though, but you will see based on the announcements. I think that Jamal, you might as well. We've been 25 minutes in, so you might as well go ahead and get your announcements in.
All right, I can do that. And the first one I'm going to do is actually going to tie in, obviously, well, not obviously, but into wellness.
You cut your own self off, huh?
Yep. I forgot how quickly this one goes. I'm expecting like when we start, and it takes a little while. I'm tripping. Anyway, so like Brian was saying, today is Wellness Wednesday. We've been doing this for a while, and holidays obviously bring a lot more, emotion, to the situation. So the LA County Department of Mental Health actually provided a nice little tip for holiday blues, mental health tips. So I'm just going to read them. We can expand on it if you want a little bit later. But here we go. So give yourself the gift of self-care. Maintain a daily routine that ensures time for regular sleep, meals, and exercise. This is definitely something that we've talked about, Tony and I, at length last week when we, discussed this topic. Carried over to Thursday, which is a beautiful thing because every day, in fact, we need mental health or overall health maintenance. One of the things that a lot of people do is overcommit. So try to not overcommit. Choose activities and people that bring you comfort or joy. This is definitely that time of year where there's a lot of obligation that people feel. So they, in some cases, do things they don't really want to do. So see if you can, kind of wrap your mind around doing stuff that actually brings you comfort or joy. Manage financial stress. Create a simple budget for gifts, gatherings, and activities, and stick to it. We can expand on that later. Acknowledge your feelings. It's okay not to feel joyful all the time. Give yourself permission to experience your emotions. This is key, I think, in terms of what we've been mentioning over the last few weeks. It's okay to feel. A lot of folks grew up feeling or being told that they shouldn't feel a certain way or express themselves in certain ways, but it is okay. Give yourself that grace. And if you need support, talk to your therapist, a friend, a trusted loved one. And if things become overwhelming, you can actually call the LA County Department of Mental Health 24/7. They have a helpline at 800-854-7771. So definitely take advantage if you need it. Here's one that it actually began on the 15th. So Monday, and it's going through the 20th of February of 2026. It's Eat, Play, and Celebrate by the Parks, LA County Parks and Recs. It's hot supper and festive Friday snack packs for everyone ages 0 to 18. Kind of similar to when they were giving out those free lunches for a time period earlier this year. So it's Monday through Friday for the hot supper program, where it's from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. It's open on December 22nd through the 24th, and then the 26th through January 31st. It's going to be closed on the 25th of December, which is Christmas, and obviously New Year's Day. These options include tacos with beef and beans, apples, hamburgers with sweet potatoes, fries and oranges, and a number of different things. And then on Fridays, they have the Festive Friday snack packs. This is going from the 19th of December through the 17th of April. It's each Friday from 2:30 to 6:30 p.m. and it is open. Same thing. It's going to be closed on Christmas and closed on New Year's. Fresh fruit, peanut butter cups, pretzels, granola bars, um, goldfish crackers, juice box, and you can see there's quite a number of things listed there and much, much more. This is happening at Loma Alta Park and 3330 North Lincoln Avenue. This is one I've had for a minute, but I didn't share it, so I'm glad I'm sharing this now. And then the Eaton Health Village is continuing to provide their mental and medical health clinic at 1280 East Washington Boulevard in Pasadena. It's from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. They accept walk-ins as well as they give you the ability to call to schedule your appointment. If you want to ask questions or schedule that appointment over the phone, it's 951 595 7032. And then My Tribe Rise has adopted a survivor matching fund drive. The funding will provide bridge funding to for rent or mortgage coverage for up to 50 families. They are trying to raise $500,000 to match the $500,000 that they've already raised. If you're interested in donating, please scan the QR code on the upper right portion of the screen. And then today is Juicy Little Finds Thrift Stores regularly scheduled We Out Here market.
We out here.
Yep. And from 12 to 3. They've been up there every Wednesday thus far this year and will continue to be there indefinitely at the Fair Oaks Burger, 2560 North Fair Oaks Avenue in Altadena. Make sure to bring your ID so they can prove that you're from Altadena. And you can get many free things like farmers market, vegan hot meals, groceries, hygiene products, thrift store, legal advice, love and prayers, and more. They do ask that you bring your own bag. And if you'd like additional information, you can reach out to or go to the website, juicylittle.org. Now, there's another pop-up market. It's a free grocery pop-up. It is happening today from 12 until supplies last. It's happening at Lifeline Fellowship Christian Center, which is at 2556 North Lake Avenue in Altadena. They do ask that you bring your own bag, and 200 free hot meals are going to be provided by El Patron Restaurant and sponsored by Support and Feed. So definitely check this out today, and it's another great place to get some supplies. So Loma Alta Park is actually having a senior winter formal. And again, for clarification, by senior, we mean those age 50 and above. It's happening tomorrow in the gymnasium at 3330 North Lincoln Avenue. The doors open at 1 p.m. and it is free entry. So if you're interested in participating and going to this winter formal, and if you have questions, you can call 626-206-9313. And then Altadena Cars and Coffee has their first annual Christmas Tree Lane cruise. It's happening today, tomorrow, December 18th. They're asking that folks who want to participate meet up at 7:30 at 741 East Altadena Drive. And then at 8 o'clock, they're going to begin the cruise down Christmas Tree Lane. The Eden Fire Collaborative is having a holiday gathering. It'll also be tomorrow, Thursday, December 18th. It'll be from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Eden Fire Collaboratory at 540 West Woodbury Road in Altadena. Join them for a casual evening of community, coffee, and conches as they take a moment to appreciate the hard work everyone has put in this year and look ahead to the year to come. Everything they do is carried out with survivors in mind, guided by the experiences, needs, and hopes. They look forward to gathering with you and celebrating the collective effort and heart that make this work possible. You can RSVP by either scanning the QR code or going to the link below. And then Rebuild Altadena is providing a kids' Christmas craft night. It is for families rebuilding after the fires. It's crafted for children affected by the recent fires to experience joy, creativity, and a sense of normalcy. It's taking place Thursday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at 129 Marengo Avenue. There'll be crafts for rebuilding hope, ornament making, wish tree for families, dreams, and intentions, and supportive community atmosphere. There will also be giveaways for families recovering from the loss in the form of Christmas trees, a holiday wreath, as well as mystery craft bags. And then Dina Heals is continuing providing services. So this Thursday is the Men's Healing Circle with Yancey Cummins and Mike De La Rocha. It's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Paseo Outdoor Mall at 300 East Colorado Boulevard, Suite 151 in Pasadena. They say join them for a Men's Healing Circle where men can share, connect, and heal together. To RSVP, you go to bit.ly/D as in Dina, H as in heels, sacred lessons. All right, just one second. Why isn't this? Oh, there we go. Sorry. All right. So the Altadena Cookie Company is actually having a Christmas party and they're inviting you to it. It's taking place Saturday, the 20th, and there are time slots from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you register, you would go to altadena.cookieco.com and go ahead there and register for the particular time slot that you want to go and participate in. When you're there, you can visit with Santa. You can decorate a cookie, as well as get some hot cocoa from Unincorporated. And the address is 3027 Lincoln Avenue. So again, this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4, and go to AltadenaCookieCo.com in order to register. All right. Then we actually have the holiday cheer and candied rebuild chats. It's a community gathering for resilience, remembrance, and connection. That's put on by Sustain Eco, and it's happening this Saturday, the 20th, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. The location is somewhere in La Cañada, Flint Ridge. The exact address will be provided to you once you actually register. You can register by actually going to the link at the bottom or scanning the QR code. And some of the highlights of this event will be there's going to be a holiday dinner, treats and warm beverages, a welcoming space to reconnect with neighbors and key officials and industry professionals, tribute displays honoring community resilience, as well as open conversations about recovery and renewal. So come connect with these key stakeholders, industry professionals, and many more. And then Harambe Performing Arts is presenting Bethlehem, an original hip hop musical. It's written and directed by Courtney Lindsay. It's taking place this Saturday, the 20th, beginning at 6 p.m. It is one show only, and it's taking place at John Muir High School's auditorium at 1905 Lincoln Avenue. And in order to get the tickets, you can go to harambe.org or scan the QR code. Dina Rebuild and Restore is providing a family holiday bash. It is from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on this Saturday. It's taking place at La Cañada Congregational Church at 1200 Foothill Boulevard in La Cañada, I can't even say it, La Cañada, Flint Ridge. There'll be new clothing, toys, free haircuts, free family photos, arts and crafts, as well as Santa. You can actually scan the QR code in order to register. A couple more. All right. So, Artistic Art Journeys Group, as well as jazz1.net, is providing Holiday Bazaar. It's this Sunday, December 21st, from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Natha Community Center at 2023 Lincoln Boulevard in Pasadena. There's going to be arts and crafts, marketplace vendors. Several people will be there, a whole bunch of folks, original artwork, raffles and prizes. There'll be free art packs to the first 10 guests, light refreshments, and a whole lot of good stuff going on. You get to meet the authors as well as the artists that are going to be participating. So please check this out. And if you'd like additional information, you can reach out to 626 466 7962, or you can email Aldania Bailey at Aldania Show. I'm sorry, simply Aldania Show at gmail.com. And here's the last one. Eaton Fire Senior Summit is providing a winter wonderland. It's happening Tuesday, December 23rd from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's at Hillside Tabernacle Church at 2561 Fair Oaks Avenue in Altadena. It's come and enjoy the following. It's going to be a lot of good stuff. Photos with Santa, Willy Wonka, and the Chocolate Factory. Meet the tournament of Rose's Queen and her court, Santa's Village, and much, much more. They're asking that you RSVP by Sunday by scanning the QR code or going to the link there. It's bit.ly/WW DEC23. And the first 300 to RSVP will receive a gift card. And with that, I bring Tony and Brian back to this Wellness Wednesday. And yeah, it's a lot of good stuff happening. You're muted, Tony.
I was muted. I got some feedback. I don't think that he will mind me sharing this, but last Thursday, I mentioned how from the Wednesday Wellness, I got feedback from a lady. I got some feedback yesterday from our fourth leg, whatever we're going to call him, Marcus. And I got this text, and he said, "Good morning, Tony. I really want to thank you for the amazing woman, veteran, woman, veteran, mom, daughter, sibling, friend, and community leader that you are." I don't even think I read that part. Thank you, Marcus. I'm sure I was driving and I was trying to read at the same time and I was skimming it. So I apologize that I didn't read the whole entire text. But he said, "I'm sure you have many more hats and I appreciate each of them. You wear them all with class and grace. I also want to thank you for this is the part that I honed in on. Him saying, thank you for the Wellness Wednesday and Thursday last week. He said, I was awakened by my late father Sunday morning and he would not let me go back to sleep. So I left out before sunrise to pay him a visit at Riverside National Cemetery. That's where other veterans are interned. He said, the ride there was so powerful. I put on Lionel Richie and realized so much that I did not realize I was holding in. Then when I arrived, I was able to visit with Dad, leave him a couple of messages, and also write a letter to the fire. The ride back was if I was hovering above the freeway. Thank you so much for encouraging me to complete my letter. I do have more to complete, but the fire letter was so necessary for my healing. You were right. Thanks so much. I truly appreciate you. One love." And he sent me a bunch of pictures of like him at the cemetery. I really got choked up and kind of started crying yesterday because for me, this is just me being honest and transparent, right? On our podcast, as we were talking about wellness last week. And I know what my therapy has done for me personally and how impactful it has been. So I just shared last week, right, about the letters and about, how it could be very, very healing. So here we are a week later. And And I'm glad I reread it now because I really did not read everything. Because again, I was driving and trying to, matter of fact, I didn't read it. I pushed my dash where it reads it out for you. So I guess I didn't hear all of it. But I just told him, wow, God bless you, Marcus, and thanks for sharing. Because we say a lot on this show. We share a lot on this show, whether it's Jamal doing the announcements and other things, or me saying something, or Brian, or all of us having a conversation. And a lot of times we don't realize the impact it may have on others. So thank you, Marcus, again for sharing. I'm thankful that our Wellness Wednesday and Thursday that we spoke about last week, just open conversation, just transparent conversation, me sharing some of my wellness tools from my therapist that I've gone through therapy on. We're able to help you and another lady named Sherry who inboxed me and said that she too realized that she had a lot of stuff 20 plus years that she had been holding on to, and that she was going to write some letters. So I'm super thankful that we have this opportunity on this platform to reach someone and to make an impact in anybody's life. And anytime that we do, I'm so thankful. So yes, thank you, Marcus. And I'm really glad that, it helped. And I'm really happy about your text, and now rereading it today or listening to it, what your emotions were like, what your feelings were like you were just floating or hovering above the freeway. Because I think that driving out to Riverside and coming back, you had peace then, right? So that's probably why you felt like you were hovering, because you had freedom. You had freedom and then peace. So I'm thankful for that. I'm happy for you. Continue to press forward and walk in that, and not just write that letter to the fire, but others that you feel like you need to release, go for it. Yeah, it's freeing. I'm telling you, whenever I do something like that, and even talking about it now, I just all in my chest feel like I can breathe. And when I talk about something or someone that may have in the past harmed me, that I know I've walked through this step with, and I don't consider it a ritual, but it's a really good tool, then I feel like I could breathe, because then I could say their name or talk about that situation and not be upset or want to cry or want to go beat them up or anything like that. And it's just a very freeing feeling. So I'm happy that you did that, and thank you for sharing that feedback. It's important. There was something I wanted to talk about. I put something in our chat, you guys, our private chat. If Jamal or somebody could click on that and show, there was an article that California Community Foundation and the Black Freedom Fund has sponsored a float for this year's Rose Parade, and it is for Altadenians. It will feature Altadenians like Jackie Robinson Beasley, who will be on the float. And so super excited that she will be on it, and others, many others. But that is the article. And if we want to put that link in the main chat, that's fine. People can, take a look at that. And then outside of that, I'm going to put this in the chat. We could probably put it in the main one as well. If someone wants to volunteer to work on that particular float this year, you can go to this link. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I just put it in our private chat. If you guys want to put in the big one and the regular one or whatever you can. But if you want to go to that link, there's also.
I see it says it's password protected.
Right. The word rising, as I was just going to say, RISING is the password. And that will get you in so that you can click on the Rose Parade Float Decorating volunteer sheet. There are 10 days specifically for volunteers for this Altadena Rising float. And so they are between Christmas and New Year's, but the days go to the 31st. So they're from the 26th to the 31st. There are currently 541 slots open. So if you think on Saturday or Friday the 26th, I might go Friday. But there's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the 31st, that all of these, well, no, wait, some of them are full. Hold up. Oh, no, really now it's only the 20th. Nope, 20th is now full. So the 21st, which is Sunday, 8 to 3, December 26th, from either 9 to 3 or 12 to 6. I'm going to sign up right now for the 9 to 3 on December 26th. And then on Saturday, the 27th is full. Oh, so literally there are 3 days that are open. There's only 2 of 200 slots still open for Sunday, December 21st. There are 57 slots open for Friday the 26th, and second shift is 12. I'm going to put mine in now because if not, I'm not going to be able to show up and go. Because they literally are filling up. I know that on the Altadena page, Facebook page, there was they had a discussion about it, and I put this link in there this morning so that people can go. So I just reserved my spot. Next, correct email. Okay. And then you'll get a link in your email. You got to confirm it, and then you have your spot. So, but it will tell you there, what you're doing, or if you need to bring scissors, because they say people need to bring scissors and all this stuff. Also, Candy, what is her name? Candy Carlson, who is the director of communications for the Pasadena Tournament of Roses, came last night to the town council meeting, and she made an announcement that, sorry you guys, I'm reserving my spot. Okay, cool. Center for now confirmed. Perfect. Okay, so she made an announcement that we'll also go live on that one, but the Tournament of Roses on their website, going live today, they are giving 1,000 tickets away to Altadenians who survived the fire. And so they partnered with, who's the seating people every year? Not stadium seating. Sharp Seating are the ones that do the Rose Parade tickets. But they are giving away 1,000 tickets. I'm on the site now and I don't see them for the people, but I can tell you this as well. They said go on today. They didn't say what time. Look for it. Put your name in. It'll be a special section. But then what they're going to do is give them to different organizations like the town council, the Eaton Fire Collaboratory, and other nonprofit organizations in, Altadena, to be able then to disperse tickets to people that sign up. So I would say look several times today, because I don't know what time that will go live, but there will be tickets. They're also going to give tickets away to Band Fest, the Equestrian or Equifest, and the Float Fest. And then for people to actually sit at the game and not the game. Oh, wait, he did say the game too. Sit at the parade, and then there will be some game tickets given away too. I don't know when, I don't know how they're doing it, but I would say just continue or bookmark the Tournament of Roses website, because the Tournament of Roses and Sharp Seating has partnered to give Altadenians tickets because of everything that's gone through this year. So take a look at that later today. They also said follow their I know I have them on Facebook, but I guess like IG and different things like that for news, of what potentially is going to happen with those tickets. So I thought that was very kind of both Sharp Seating and Teal Tournament of Roses to do that for the people in the community. So that's it.
And that brings us up on the 5-minute mark. So we want to give some special shout outs to Smack Your Auntie for joining us. JM1 Life, Coach JT, Denonymously, Chucky Mo, and Classic Ash, as well as Mosan Momore. And of course, our resident commenter, Marcus.
How do you call him a resident commenter?
Well, because he's part of the board, but he's always commenting the most.
Oh, so, totally. Yeah.
So that's why we give him his props, because that man has not missed a show, and when he did miss it, he go back and watch it just to say he didn't miss one.
Let me tell you, he didn't even miss it when they're on those family vacays golfing out on the golf course in Palm Springs or whatever. Like,
right.
Marcus is the most die-hard, and then he'll just pop in sometimes, like bloop, and be on.
Yeah, and only like our new season will be coming up, Marcus. I will send you the permalink so that you will be able to pop in whenever you want.
The decorating location for this particular one is the Rosemont facility, Marcus. Yeah, it's down at Rosemont. The big one that we used to go to as kids down there by the Rose Bowl. So, and I know that when I looked at it yesterday, they said, bring your own scissors. Whatever you're going to be doing, you need to bring your own pair of scissors each day that you volunteer. Although now there's a lot less slots, but there are still 2 days, I think, of slots. So that's really cool. I haven't done it in I worked at City of Hope then. So that was probably 2010. So in about 15 years, I haven't. But I'll not only have scissors, I'll be bundled up and have gloves on and all my, you know how you could crack the little things, the hand warmers, because y'all know I get cold. And in that Rosemont facility, it is cold. So just know you might need to bring your earmuffs or whatever it is, because it does get cold in there. And when you volunteer, you can look on the date and see what you're going to be doing, whether it's dry material decoration. Let's see, this Sunday from 8 to 3. It's 700 Seco Street down there at Rosemont. They do still have dry decoration days, or that one, and that's cutting and preparing any dry natural material used to put on the floats. But on the where did I sign up? Oh, yeah, the 26th, which is Friday, there are 53 slots available from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I just signed up for that one, and there are 70 slots available for the second shift, which is noon to 6 p.m. And those days you could do any of the tasks, which is cutting and preparing, sorting, gluing the dry materials on the actual floats, which are flowers, nuts, seeds, legumes, shells, whatever else you might be doing that. So yeah, if you've never done it, that means you're not really from here. No, I'm just playing. Don't get offended, people. It's just a joke. But if you did it as a teen or whatever, like we all used to do, super fun. And if you haven't, you signed up on the 28th? It says it's full. Maybe you were one of the last ones to sign up on the 28th. Cool. Yeah, because literally the 31st, the 30th, the 29th, 28th, 27th are all full. There are still 400. No, it says there are 404. Oh, but you know what? I see. November 8th, 15th, 22nd, December 6th, and 14th. are gone, but they were not completely full because there were 200 per day. But this Saturday, the 20th, is now full. It was still available yesterday. Sunday, there are 2 spots left of the 200, and then the 26th of December are the other 2 available time slots that you can go. So have fun, stay warm inside or whatever. Oh, you're doing it. Oh, it's part of your assignment. That's how much I believe in what you all are doing. I'm reading them late because I'm looking at the thing. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, this year, that's part of your assignment this year. This year, I was telling Candy last night, and the president was there, Michael Levine, whatever, but he was there, and I was talking to them afterwards, and I actually was holding up the sign of the picture of that float, because there was another lady there that was talking about it and talking about the article, and I had seen it yesterday morning, but she had a picture, so she was trying to talk in the mic and do like this, so I stood up and I just did she said, "Oh, you're my Vanna White," and I did like this, and I happen to have Captain Barger on my Facebook, and they literally have a picture of me doing it. I was cracking up when I saw it last night, but it was a really good meeting. And, I think that the community right now really needs to be able to be together and do this. And some Altadenians have never done that because they didn't know or didn't know how to volunteer or didn't grow up. I can remember when I was little, I did it at Rosemont. I've done it one time. I was on a float, decorating a float over in La Cañada. You know the bridge, how the freeway, the 210 goes right over where St. Francis is and that McDonald's is. So in between St. Francis on Foothill and McDonald's, there's the freeway overpass. And we were decorating floats one time over there in the outside, and it was cold. So y'all know I wasn't happy. My daughter's done it a couple times at Rosemont, and then she went to Cal Poly Pomona. So all the students always get to do, their float. I think she did it when she went there. But it's a great opportunity. So Jamal, you or your daughters or Brian, if you want to do it, sign up because it's almost oh, you wouldn't want to do that?
No, thanks.
Oh, have you ever done it when you were little?
Certain flowers make me sick.
Cutting? Oh, certain flowers. You're allergic.
Yeah. So I don't know which ones they might have, and then I get to breaking out, and then everybody's all pissed off.
No, but yes. No,
that's why when I go to get flowers for people, I gotta be like, I know which ones they are. I just don't know their names. I know what they look like.
Got it. Makes sense.
And those be like a whole bunch of them. I mean, like, that's why I don't ever watch the parade, but from a distance.
Oh, and you don't go to the float fest afterwards either.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'd be like, I need Claritin.
Hey, that's why you got to take it before you get in that joint.
Nah, but see, then they be making you itch. I ain't like itching. I take Benadryl, and I'm always scratching.
Well, what's funny is I felt like that when I was coming back from horse riding the other day because, I'm allergic to grass and then hay, right? So I was sitting on hay in the pictures, and all right here, I'm driving back from Sunland, and I'm itching, and I'm like, I can't scratch because then my eyes would be swollen, and I had the Christmas experience that night. So I came home, and I keep the Claritin Ready tabs because they go on your throat, on your tongue and just dissolve. And I took like 4 of them when I got home because otherwise it was going to be all bad.
You was like this.
They don't do anything. You remember, I'm the person that is fully under and has woke up.
Yeah, she wakes up in the middle of operations.
Y'all done yet? Oh,
right.
Okay.
Middle of surgeries, like, hey, I felt that. Arguing with doctors and anesthesiologists, and they're like,
no, that's not it.
So yeah, I have to have heavy drugs.
You almost about to nick the slow down there, bro.
So yeah, when I got home, I was like, let me pop these 4 Claritin real quick. The average person needs 1 every 12 hours. I gotta take 4, otherwise I'm gonna be jacked up.
Tony wake up out of the surgery and be like, what kind of grades did you get in medical school?
I'm
feeling like you incompetent.
So I'm a
You
migraine
ready to fill out a Yelp review?
and I do like, for real, I have to have heavy medications. For migraines, I've had to have shots of morphine, right? So the very first time was, when I did the ankle and they put the 2 plates and the 13 screws in to reconnect the foot to the leg because I severed it internally. And so I sat straight up during the surgery when they were drilling the screws in. And the main doctor, the attending, he never turned his head or anything. He just kept working. And the resident was like, he was terrified. And I was like, oh, this dude. And they talked about it forever. And then the second surgery I had was my tubal right after I had Seth. So almost 28 years ago. And I felt him put the clamp. And they were like, you didn't feel that. I was like, yes, I did. Take it off. And I'm going to tell you when you take it off. And they took it off and I was like, ouch. So, you feel a little pinch. And I said, now put it back on. And they did. And I told them and they were like, okay, we need you to go back to sleep. So my body's weird like that. So yeah, I took those 4 Claritin and I was good to go. But I get it, Brian. Please don't sign up and do not go. You know your limitations, and that is very wise of you.
I enjoy looking, not that close.
Yeah. Well, I hope everybody continues to have their wellness and just do what you can this season. Oh.
Those lips, though.
That's what day is.
Joe Camel.
Always got to have that up there, at least before we leave.
That's the Marcus trademark.
That's right.
He would have called you out on it.
I know.
He got caught slipping.
Thank you, Jamal, for allowing for putting that image up. And did we show? Oh, Brian, you did a volunteer link. You put that up already? I didn't.
No, that wasn't the volunteer link. That was the link to go to the article.
To the article. Okay.
I didn't see the other one because it wasn't there when I was doing it. Oh, I see it now.
It's short. You can just put it there if you want, but it's AESI volunteer. But if anybody wants to go to it, there are a few more slots if you've either never done it or you feel that it would be very meaningful. And I know that Jackie Robinson Beasley, along with several others, but Jackie is going to be on that float. So that's going to be very nice because she's been the mayor of Pasadena before. She lived on Lake and Pine or Palm or whatever, and her place is gone. So yeah, it'll be great to see all the different people, Altadenians, that are on that float. And I'm thankful that the 2 organizations sponsored it because it's much needed right now for Altadena. And I think it's great because it's on the 1st, and that's 6 days before the fires happen. So hopefully it's, all the people that sign up to go watch the parade that are in those seats. I know that they'll be highlighted on the news or whatever, depending on where they have them seated. And yeah, I hope it's therapeutic or beneficial for people and doesn't make them relive the trauma in a bad way, but to know that they're seen and heard and loved and so many people support them.
Absolutely.
All I got.
Absolutely. All right. Well, happy hump day, everybody. Continue to have a wonderful Wednesday. Tune in tomorrow for the folks at Sonic Fire Tech when Tony interviews them, and we will say peace.
Shout out to Dustin Benedict and Wrath of Khan.
Wow.
I gotta show you how that's spelled too. Look. Wrath of Khan.
Okay.
AAND. R-A-T.
We appreciate everybody that shows up for us and shows out. So, and stay tuned. Next year's coming up quick.
It really is.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's
Man.
right.
Great, everyone.
I can't believe I've been dealing with y'all every day for 241 times.
Who you telling? Whew, Jesus. Oh.
And with that, we
Well,
say
if there was anybody else, probably would have been kicked them off the show or something. You gotta go, bro. You ain't gelling. There's something ain't right here. Your breath is coming through the video.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Oh, peace.
Peace, y'all.